Okay, we're going to try batoning with the new Blackjack Model 125. This technique for taking down trees is especially effective because smaller knives, we have a short knife, blades that aren't 7, 8, 9 inches long, are difficult to get big logs and so forth taken down because they're not really good choppers. They don't take the energy and so forth. So another technique to do that is actually using a baton to take these down. This is the technique and how it works. Is you basically treat your knife just like you would an axe and make a V notch in the tree as you baton. Notice I'm in a safe direction so that even if the knife does come through, I got the tree between me and the knife edge, so I'm not likely to get hurt. Now this will take a bit of time, but as you can see, the technique is quite effective. As we're removing good sized bits of wood and creating a pretty decent sized notch to work with. Now the rest of this technique is once we've taken this out, pop this piece out as well, and created this notch, is we actually have to work this notch around the tree, and that will get us a good clean cut that will take this tree down. And you can see it's a pretty decent sized tree. Now, like I said, a lot of guys like to try to chop these small knives, these shorter blade knives. I don't think we can call the 125 small. These shorter blade knives really don't have the energy stored up in them to have enough impact on a tree as we work it to take it down. So by using the baton is 18 inches long. This is a good sized, good length baton. This 18-inch baton has a lot of energy, and the concept of batoning a knife is that your swinging energy of the baton is striking the blade that has the cutting edge. So it's kind of a sort of axe type deal where batoning is taking the two components of the axe, the mass and weight of the head as the swinging energy, and then the cutting edge of the knife to do the cutting part. Now naturally an axe is going to be a lot more efficient. This tree would have been down with an axe a while ago, and I would obviously love to use an axe instead, but if this is what you got, then you got to learn to use what you have, because that's really what wilderness survival skills are about, is knowing how to use what you have to its best advantage. And obviously using the tool to get the job done. Now you notice I'm using a baton that I brought in with me because I really didn't feel like spending the time trying to find a good baton. When I had one, it was just a matter of bringing it with, especially since I knew this was what I was going to do. I'm not under the idea that I'm going to have a baton with me, or that I would ever always carry one when I'm going out. That's just silly. I'm in the great big baton store called The Woods, and with all the laying down wood around here, I guarantee I could find something to use that would do a good enough job to get me a baton. You know, to cut to get to a point where something else is going to work as a baton. So I'm going to work at this a little bit more. Actually, I'm going to turn around and start working the other side, because I don't know if you can see, but I'm pretty darn close to halfway through this as it is. And the 125 is doing a heck of a job on it. What I'm going to need to do is turn around. That means I got my back to the camera, and I don't think y'all want to see my backside anyway.